between these iconic hedges, the field where some of college football's greats have called home. Sanford Stadium in Athens, Georgia, where these fans are ready to turn the dogs loose. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Yellow Jackets will kick it away to start us off. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Offense set on first down. The lone back's got it. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Complete to the right. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Dogs pick up the first down through the air, and the Georgia faithful starting to howl and bark.
And we've seen that in the past with Georgia. Maybe you get a little bit conservative, a little bit too much reliant on great defense, run the football. The reason that they broke through, the reason they started winning championships in the recent era, they became more aggressive, more dynamic throwing the football down the field.
Leaves it with the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And the Bulldogs in the hurry up.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one.
He's going to let it go. It's complete. Touchdown, Georgia. And once he got loose, it was all over. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the scoring play coming on a 56-yard touchdown pass. Bringing it out. Makes a move. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Running back searching for a hole. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Offense in the hurry up. The Ramblin' Wreck just left tread marks on the Dogs the last time they played.
I mean, it was a beat down, and the bragging rights were deep, and the trash talk was amazing. I mean, they got to say and take out a lot of frustration in this series. Georgia now a year to stew on that. I imagine they're going to come out really, really agitated.
From the gun, running back on the move. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I'll be honest, that is a formation and a play call I was never expecting to see in this game. This offense is one of the top 10 passing units in the entire country. I'm surprised they even have goal line in their playbook.
Catch and stride inside the 15. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. The Yellow Jackets are on the move. From the red zone, it's Fox. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. Oh, he's going to go for the return. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollock.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
We watching the same game, Rob? Because I should leave. Got it! What are you looking at?
A first down for the offense. Back to throw, it's short. Still looking, on the move. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
The Ramblin' Wreck and the Dogs have been fighting it out for a long time. No, people forget Georgia Tech was a charter member of the SEC. That was a long time ago. First meeting back in 1893.
Yeah, and reportedly they wanted to join the SEC later, and Georgia said no. But how about this? Tech has a line devoted to Georgia in their fight song about how much they hate them. So that gives you an idea of how deep the hate is.
And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Direct snap. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Bulldogs want to pick up the tempo.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a third and long. This one from the 44. Quickly to the tight end.
It's a really nice job in coverage defensively there because that tight end, he wasn't really even open. Quarterback just still tried to put it on him and give him an opportunity, but great tackle short of the stick, setting up fourth down.
No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. He's got him and they convert. You know this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
He'll pull it down. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss.
Okay, so the QB scrambled, went out of bounds. It counts as a sack because it's a loss on the play. You know what I did as a defensive lineman, guys? I chased him and tried to be the first one and the closest one near him. Because guess who gets the sack? Yep, that guy.
To the air, it's short. Got his man quickly. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Ninth play of the the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He's got it. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. 3rd in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that 3rd down play, it's just too many yards to gain, and now they're forced to punt.
They decide against trying the 52-yard field goal. Instead, the offense trying to convert a 4th and short. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab well past the sticks. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now a fresh set of downs.
Stopped after making the catch. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Off the play fake. And the quarterback couldn't withstand the heat, and he will go down as we played 1 quarter. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left. They fake it. Forget the kick. He's going to throw it. And they get it done. And there's the tackle, but the fake field goal works well enough to pick up a first down. And the Dogs have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Yeah, and that's the hard thing about these QBs that can move and run all over the place and give you so many options is that didn't even look like much, but he chews up so much yardage and gets those little gains that just death by 1,000 cuts that continue to happen with this offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He's got it. And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1. Georgia comes quickly to the line. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
2nd quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you've practiced all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
They're going to run it. defense on 4th down, and they give him nothing, making the stop at the 2.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
They didn't find much room. He'll pick up a couple out to the 5. They've got him then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. The give on the inside. Pushes his way for a couple and gets it to the 7-yard line.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Firing to the right, complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you could do there.
And that's a live ball. Now the defense has got it going the other way. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Not content to get the fumble, they scored with the fumble. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup.
Oklahoma is trailing, but don't tell me this team can't come back. I once saw Jalen Hurts lead the Sooners back from 28-3 down. We'll see what they're made of today. They're trailing by 11 to Syracuse.
We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. It's complete. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. And the Yellow Jackets racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. Fires left. Got him downfield. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. They've really got this offense humming. Just a 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
It's now 2nd and goal.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. And they tacked on the extra point. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner is stopped. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. A really disappointing end of that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that pass picked off. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Well, the quarterback on that one put a lot of air under the ball. The problem is it gave the defender time to get his head around and locate it. And because of that, he was able to come away with the interception.
He wants to throw. Pressure coming. Scrambling away. And that ball is live in the backfield. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have two hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job of ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Back to throw. It's short. It's complete to the left. Oh, the ball squirts out. How about that alert play from the defense to corral that fumble? And they'll drag him down after a good return.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games, that loses games, and that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
Defense in press coverage. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Quarterback extends the play. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket. After that, excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback, and you see the speed this defense has. They're going to be putting a lot of heat on this guy throughout the game.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Yellow Jackets line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Heels to punt and try to pick up some yards. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He'll start this drive firing. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Dogs! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Ready to get things going here in the 2nd half as Georgia about to kick it away. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the 2nd half, those 2 turnovers in the 1st.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to honestly. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better.
Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. And the Yellow Jackets with the 1st and 10. The give to the back. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. Snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Pocket starts to collapse. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. He caught it!
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, 2nd half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. You just get the feel.
He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the 3rd. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today.
Oklahoma is down right now, and that's unusual for this program. Those fans in Norman expect excellence. Let's see if they can provide the spark this team needs. They're trailing by 11 to Syracuse. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Eight-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. A run for the quarterback. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Back to pass, it's short. Still from the pocket, fires over the middle. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Man, you usually don't see quarterbacks make mistakes when they have that much time to throw the football. Usually it's off of pressure. It's somebody in their face. It's somebody hitting them while they're throwing the football. Coverage in the back end was beautiful, creating the big INT.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Wants to throw on 2nd down. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on 1st down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on 2nd down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The Yellow Jackets will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, return to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Quickly complete. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football, early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Now the play fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Quick strike complete. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
From the gun, the ground game. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. The Dogs will hustle to the line. Looking for a man. It's short. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! He'll try to tack on one more. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Wants to fire on second down. Makes the grab on the left. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Yellow Jackets will have it 1st and 10.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Couldn't make the connection on 1st down. Now here on 2nd. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on the offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Quick release by the QB. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They're trying to get to it. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw it again. Catch in the middle, it's Fox. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. High game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. A shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Memphis needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Bluff City behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by 10 to Boston College. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Quarterback checking off. To the air on 1st down. Trying to make magic with his feet. And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact.
Talk about saving your best when the moment is the biggest. Nice job in the 4th quarter. Been grinding all day. Made the biggest run of the day when it counted the most. Picked up the 1st down in a pretty close ball game.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Wants to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, that is a Herculean effort. He caught the ball in the middle of the field and somehow was able to use his speed and his vision and awareness and still get out of bounds to stop the clock.
Looking downfield, it's short. Fires to the big fella. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
He gets it past the sticks, and Georgia has a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. No huddle here for the offense. Off play action. Escapes trouble. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. Just trucks through it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Lining up to add another. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the 4th quarter and about to kick it away. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Looking to move it through the air. Feeling some heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Really good toughness by the QB to hang in there, take a big shot, but I will not give him credit for throwing into double coverage. So, nice job hanging in there, being tough, make a better decision, do not throw into double coverage.
Going for the big play. The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. The aerial assault continues. Finds his man. It's Fox. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
What a great job by the quarterback working through his progressions here. In a 2-minute situation, he doesn't force it down the field if it's not open. Check it down to your back, let him go to work, and he comes up with a huge play.
Gotta have it here on 4th down. Fires to the right. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one and then keep the drive alive.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. The Yellow Jackets get it past the sticks.
Man, it's nice to have a guy on short yardage situations. You can turn and you can hand the ball to him. And you know he's not going to dance. You know he's going to be really physical, lower his shoulder. I don't care how many yards he gets. He just needs to get past that first down mark.
And the Yellow Jackets will snap it on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, guys, 4th quarter, you're trailing. You know that they're going to be throwing the ball and trying to be aggressive and try to climb back into this one. Couldn't come up with it there on 2nd down. Let's see what happens on 3rd.
Hand off from the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout on the field, and 4 ticks left to go. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go.
Timeout, Georgia Tech.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. With the line of scrimmage at the 37, that will leave them with a long 54-yard field goal attempt and a chance to win the game. And he missed it. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. First play of the first possession of OT. Quarterback checking the play. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Fires to the big fella. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the 1st down.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Quarterback on the keeper. Touchdown, Dogs! And they score first here in overtime. Now to push the lead to 7 in overtime.
And these design QB runs, man, they really test the physicality of this defense. Knowing this quarterback's going to tote the rock, they know that there's now an extra blocker, so somebody on defense is going to have to make a superhuman effort, get off a block and make a play. They could not get that done.
know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. He wants to start this drive with a pass. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. They'll run it. It's Fox.
Man, you play this whole game back and forth into overtime. Now you got a chance to set the tone, run the football in overtime, and be a little physical.
And if you can run the ball and not put it in jeopardy by throwing passes, that's a great way to finish the deal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football.
Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie.
How about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, and number 3 is coming soon.
They're not going to mess around. They'll go for 2 and the win right here. Offense will use a timeout here to make sure everyone is on the same page here in overtime. Don't assume on this extra point. They needed to send it to a second OT. And the extra point was good to finish things off. One extra period didn't get it done, and we start the second OT. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Unloads to the wideout. Almost intercepted, and you just can't put the ball in jeopardy on first down in overtime.
Well, the defense has had enough of this, right? The quarterback's on a hot streak. The ball's not hitting the ground. And right there, they decide, we are jumping one of these routes. We're going to try to get a pick. Almost came away with one there.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Oh, so close to paying off. The tip really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and shuffling, and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but, hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Looking to scramble. It's caught downfield. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
I love that from this offense. 3 is good. You're in field goal range, but now we're set up with 1st and goal because of great 3rd down execution by this offense. Stay aggressive. Even when you get in this part of the field, when everything shrinks and gets a little bit harder, you still want to be aggressive.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! Got it in to take the lead here in the second OT. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. we got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
He's got it in the end zone. Two-point conversion is good, and they now lead by 8.
50. Georgia 42.
Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. He'll put the tight end in motion. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
Man, you play the whole game. Now it's coming down to, what, a couple of plays. It's in overtime. You're starting to move the ball closer to the opponent's end zone. Got to make a play. Got to protect the football. What's your go-to play after watching this whole game develop?
Looking to throw, it's short. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Quarterback will audible. From the gun, wants to pass. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
This, the biggest play of the game so far. Going for it on 4th down in overtime. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets rid of it. Complete out of the backfield. Touchdown, Georgia! They got one score they needed. Now they need the deuce to send us to triple OT. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving them up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. Got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
He wants to throw it. He makes the grab for the 2 and ties the game. And now it's all 2-point conversion attempts from here on out. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So here we go, dueling 2-point conversions from this point forward. Dropping back, it's short. Tremendous execution to get the 2, and now they turn up the heat.
That makes the score. Georgia 52. Georgia Tech 50.
This will be the ball game. Make it, play on, miss it, and lose. Snaps it in the shotgun. He's got it for the 2, and we're all tied up.
Of the 3rd overtime, with the game still tied.
Let's do it again, guys, shall we? And we'll see just how far down the play sheet they have to go for this two-point try. Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So here we go again, and we'll see just how deep that two-point conversion bag really is. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. Not much of a decision to make there. The defense will move them back. Let's do it again, guys, shall we? And we'll see just how far down the play sheet they have to go for this two-point try. Offense will use a timeout here to make sure everyone is on the same page here in overtime. So here we go again, and we'll see just how deep that two-point conversion bag really is. From the gun. They're bringing heat. They are stopped on the two-point try, and now it'll be up to the defense. After the stop, now a two-point try to win the game. Offense will use a timeout here to make sure everyone is on the same page here in overtime. They got the stop, now to win it with a 2. Looks as if he's going to run it. Fighting for the goal line, and the ball's out. They're stopped on the two-point try, and we are still tied. No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Looking to throw, it's short. They got it done. A great play call to give them the lead by 2. Motion from the offense. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So now they'll need to answer to keep this game alive. He'll set up to throw. Moving out of the pocket. They are denied. The two-point try is stopped. And a game-winning play by this defense in overtime. My pulse rate is still through the roof on this game. I would have called that one for free. Wait, I don't want to get carried away here, but it was a really fun game and a great win.
It really was. I know we're all up here. We're bouncing around. We're excited after having seen what we